me, he noticed me. He's got a very quick sense of humor and can think on his feet, so that's good. His ears are very low set, so here's someone who has very high standards, high expectations of himself and other people. He's definitely got the rounded forehead, which is very creative, very imaginative, and larger lower lip, so very generous by nature. But he doesn't like you to criticize him, so you have to be nice to him.
Yes.
I think he's sensitive underneath all that.
I think he might be. What about this nose? It's a beautiful Roman nose.
Well, the Roman nose would indicate someone who likes to be in charge of things, likes to be the boss.
And I'm not going to tell you who this is, but a lot of you people know. His name is Jay, but I'm not gonna rat him out. Is that a great reading for Jay? We all love you, Jay. You know who you are. We know where you are, and we know more about you than maybe you want us to know now. Thanks, Naomi. Talk a little bit about for folks who are out there in this economy struggling. There's the haves and the have-nots. That's an old story, but talk about it in terms of facial features. What about folks who can't seem to get enough money, and those folks who can't seem to hold on to it when they do? What's some advice, and how do those traits show up in their face again?
Well, you know, the people who do struggle with spending a lot of money are the ski jump nose people, and when the ears are flat back against the head, they spend every penny and then some. And the thing is that they go the extra mile for people. They have to charge the full price, because otherwise they give their services away. And the value is that they offer to any organization is good. But you know what I found when I've done profiles for people, and I've encouraged them to write up all their abilities, natural abilities, into their CV, into their resume, and I found that every one of them have got a job on the spot, because you say these are my expertise. And that person who's interviewing gets a sense of that, and it reconfirms it. And if somebody has more the convex or the Roman shaped nose, be good in management, good at overseeing projects, good at delegating things out to other people.
And by the way, folks, if you want more specifics, you can get a hold of Naomi Tickle directly, and she can help you do just that. Your readings are amazing. I really highly recommend it. And they can find you at naomitickle.com.
That's right. Yeah, I did some studies over the last couple of years comparing the system to your more traditional tests like DISC and DISC and Myers-Briggs. And we're finding, according to the career counselors, that this is a blind study, that I'm just a little bit ahead, because people get caught up in a job and they do the same thing day after day, but they don't step outside and see their talents. Or somebody I was on the call who lived in Australia, and he sent me his photographs, and I said, my goodness, this is what I see you doing. And yet when he was brought up as a child, his parents said to him, oh, you've got no brains, work with your hands. Teachers said the same thing. And teachers, parents say these things. They're not meant to put the child's life on hold or the adult's life on hold. It's just their opinion. And so oftentimes it takes us off track.
Right, so what we want to do is focus on what's great about you, what your skills and talents are, and where they lie. If you want to get a reading, go to naomitickle.com. She can help you do just that. Personology is based on science, people. This is not voodoo, whoop-de-doo, and all of that la-di-da. It's some good stuff. You can take it to the bank, especially in this economy. Parting words for folks who are in a relationship or struggling a little bit. What can folks do right now? They can go walk up to a mirror and say, what? My face does what? Let's give them a little cluster that they can take a look at or look for in themselves.
Well, they could look to see, do they have the close-set eyes and the narrow face and the baby fine hair, so very sensitive. And then have the drama trait, which is then the flared-up eyebrows, which a lot of the female actresses, and therefore they would dramatize every situation. Step back, relax, take a deep breath, and not get so intense around things that aren't working.
Yes, and go online right now and get a copy of What Makes People Tick and Why, because there's pictures in here. Naomi actually spells it out for you. You can look it up. You can look and see. That's what I did. I remember the first time I had the book years ago. Her first book. I went up into my mirror and I was examining my face, trying to figure out what the heck I was doing right and wrong. It's loads of fun. You can get a copy of What Makes People Tick and Why. Where, Naomi?
At www.naomitickle.com.